he was just walking, and some guy was analyzing, saying he was like under brain control or something like that. I'm like, people coming out with these crazy theories. He's under brain control, but he was definitely thinking about what was going on, because at the same time, while he was walking back and forth and pacing, his homes were being raided. So it's a whole lot of stuff that's going to come out. It's going to be real crazy. What do y'all think about this? I don't think we talked about this and got into details, but I think we can go into it right now. This is, like I said, the latest news where, Sean Combs's mule was arrested at the Miami airport. Amina, did you see this yet? Did you see this one right here?
I did hear about it, and you heard about Ethiopia. Y'all talked about her yet? No?
No,
Okay.
no, you can put us onto that one. Oh, that's a new one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. When you finish that,
yeah,
yes, but they took a lot of people, and I think they took everybody around him in.
yeah.
Okay, so I personally know, because I know somebody that ended up with the feds in a RICO case at some
Mm.
point. Now, if they're innocent or not, I don't know. They said they are, so I believe them innocent.
So proven guilty. Yep.
So what they did is they took everybody that they was going to take, and they just took them in, and then
Mm.
they let some of them out, and they put them on house arrest and stuff like that. But
Mm.
they have them like sitting there, and it's been over a year. And it's like,
Wow.
so at some point, I guess they're looking for breaking points, because they restricted the person's freedom, and no trial or nothing has been set, and they're just like there.
Mm.
So this is the way the feds work. They take
Okay.
everybody, and you don't have to get out.
Right. You're just sitting there in the house. You're just sitting there until whenever they're ready to kind of like use you or do whatever, or just go along with whatever plea deal that you made, right? Because a lot of them who are being like put into these homes and put, WITSEC, that's what they call it, witness protection, right, or whatever the case is. They
It's so
may,
that you could fold
right,
on
right.
the main person. So I'm like,
Hmm.
now, do you think the kids are gonna fold?
I don't know. I mean, look, if they're under enough pressure, they might, because, like you were saying, what I heard allegedly, again, allegedly,
Alleged.
everybody put
Everything's alleged.
allegedly, right, right, everything's alleged again. From what I heard, not going to cite the source, just like Tika said. What I heard, as you mentioned, I mean, they were involved, but it seems like Justin was more involved allegedly with the children being presented and brought to his home, and
Mhm.
those people being moved around,
Mm.
exported, imported, exported. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if it's enough pressure, and you tell me, Tika, if it's enough pressure, these kids may do what they got to do, because again, we looking at like life for Diddy. Like there's going to be a charge for every. There's going to be a sentence for every charge. That's what I heard. Like 25 years for every charge that they charge him. So Tika, what do you think? You think they're gonna fold? You think the kids are gonna fold?
Listen, daddy did this, daddy did that, daddy told me to go here, daddy told me, listen, those two pretty boys are not
Mm,
fit for imprisonment. So one of the
mm.
two, and I'm judging, but one of the two is going to have something to say. And then with Justin's mom, she's probably like saying, you need to tell them everything that you know, regardless of your involvement. You need to tell everything that you know. So,
Right.
I mean, it might be time for him to, what they call it, snitch.
Mm,
It's me or you, and they'll more than likely give the kids a deal or something, saying, just tell me what you saw, and you won't have any, we'll basically take you out of it.
right.
So I don't know, that's a tough situation too. To the father that they had, again, like I stated before, Diddy wasn't a bad father. I didn't at least from what we saw, we
Mm,
didn't see him as being a bad father, other than all these shenanigans that he's put them in now. So it's like you got to choose, and unfortunately they are going to have to choose between Papa and their own life sentence.
mm. Wow, 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 wow. Crazy, family. Chime in below, family. I see you all. Thank you for coming through. Definitely hit that like button for us. Definitely share this out. We have vertical flow today. Absolutely. We're going to figure out how to do vertical and landscape at the same time. I'm figuring it out. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. But yeah, let me get back to Amina, seeing it, and I thank both of you for coming on today because this is definitely a great conversation. Man, oh man, oh man. So, Amina, you were speaking about a young lady that we haven't spoken about yet, and I know you had some information on that.
Oh, okay. So Ethiopia, she was I guess the head A&R in Motown, don't quote me, but she had a big influence in Motown, and she was also listed in the complaint. So allegedly what's going on, they're saying that she worked out a deal with the feds and to remove her name, to cooperate. If she cooperates, they'll remove her name. And they said she was singing like a canary, allegedly.
Singing like a canary. So that means we could have our first snitch that we know about, right? Because there's a whole lot of snitching going on. There's a whole lot of like, even that kid. I don't know if y'all saw that video of the neighbor, this young kid hanging out the passenger side. I saw it earlier. I think it was on, one of those things, allegedly, right? And he's driving away and he's the neighbor of Diddy. And he saw the cameras roll down his window. He had to be like maybe 15, 16 years old. And he's like, yeah, he's crazy. It's crazy. Diddy doing too much. 3:00 in the morning, he got a bus load of kids coming to his house. 3:00 in the morning. I was like, what? I don't know. Again, it's all alleged. But yeah, I wouldn't put it past. I don't know what's going on. Tika, your thoughts on Ethiopia and the kids?
I mean, I'm just gonna play devil's advocate for a second. Did you see the size of his homes? Like that
Yeah.
thing is a compound. You could literally hide. You could hide plenty of people, property, and things.
Oh, yeah.
On that. Oh my God, that's the whole compound, y'all. I don't know. I honestly, just as a fan of or a past fan of Diddy and his work, it's very disappointing that he has allowed himself to be in this situation. I mean, all of that harsh treatment that you did to those kids on making the band, and you got to do this, and he was calling dudes let's see how I can fix this up. I can't fix it up. It was the itch bassness. I'll just say that. He was calling them all kind of names, and
Yeah.
that part, you know what I mean? I'm like, so how dare you, it's just disappointing to see that this man is going through all of this. Again, they're definitely gonna give harsher treatment towards him. I don't care what anybody says because of the color of his skin. They're gonna give him harsh punishment. Plus, he was trying to, just like they did Bill Cosby. He was trying to purchase some major things, major networks, and guess what? Every time they get close, they either get unalived or locked up. That's just my conspiracy.
I heard about that. I think somebody in the chat said that too. Did you hear about that, Amina, about him possibly trying to buy a network or whatever the case is, like Bill Cosby?
Listen, I mean, Diddy has been Diddy for years, so I'm not putting him in that. I understand what you said because I felt some way like that, but Diddy, I go the other way when I hear Diddy. Like, there's so many people been screaming, like Aubrey O'Day, and she, that was the girl from Danity Kane. Like a lot, everybody, not every, allegedly, but majority of the people that's ever dealt with him, they say nothing nice.
Right.
And I just pulled up Mary J. Blige's quote because
yes, please let us know. I saw somebody ask that question. Yeah, what's the quote, please?
She said, "This is cryptic, so we gotta we gotta make sense of it." It says, "Unfortunately, a lot of you all met me when I lacked boundaries and was a people pleaser. Let me reintroduce myself. I burn bridges as needed."
Whoa. Okay. Let's analyze and break that down. I mean, let's start with you, Amina. What do you think she's trying to say? Because I read right through that right there, but what do you think she's trying to say with that?
All right, I'll respond, but then I'm gonna paste it into your chat so everybody can look at it too.
Sure.
What do I think? Well, she said I burn bridges as needed. So I think she's saying I'm not gonna be by his side. I think that was too, Diddy. that's my feeling, because she's saying that I burn bridges as needed. And she said, I used to,
Be a people
you
pleaser.
met me when I lacked boundaries, because she used to be close with him. And
Yeah.
she's like, I burn bridges as needed, like cut
Mm-hmm.
off. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't, that's my opinion. What do y'all think?
Yeah. What do you think, Tika? I'll let you rock, and then I'll tell you what I think. What you think,
Yeah.
Tika?
I think she's standing on business, as they say, and she's separating herself from the bull. Like, I had nothing to do with nothing that he's doing, and
Mm,
I'm stepping away. Yeah, he has been this good person to me. He was once upon a time that friend. Yeah, I stayed with him when I was going through my divorce situation. However, I had no knowledge of nothing that was going on, and I am removing myself from this situation and this name in its entirety. So,
mm, mm. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, so there was a lot that she said. Like there's a lot that I read. Like again, as you said, Amina, we gotta read between the lines. And as New Yorkers, that's what we do. We always reading between the lines and trying to figure things out and all of this and that. But you know, young, I'm thinking that she's speaking of when she was first starting off in the industry. Her first mentor was who? Puffy, aka Diddy, aka
Exactly.
whatever love, right? And whatever he was telling her to do, for the most part, it probably went down that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we doing this freak off. She may have been involved with that. She may allegedly have, or may allegedly have not. From what I heard, allegedly she was involved with, getting the girls involved wherever it was needed. But again, we don't know. Again, it's alleged. We don't know anything. He didn't
Mm.
say anything. But whatever I'm sure he needed back then, I'm sure that she was probably down for it. But again, back then, just like she said, wasn't creating boundaries that I needed to. But being a people pleaser, you in an industry, you don't want to ruffle any feathers, right? You want your album to come out. You don't want anybody stopping that. You want it to go. You want to get the best producers. You want to get the best beats. You want to get the best songs, right? So Diddy was very close with her as far as her album, and she wasn't even on Bad Boy, right? So they get money together, you know what I'm saying? So they partners in crime and partners in rhyme, right? We gonna get this money together, but we gonna have these freak offs. Allegedly, I don't know. But now it's like, well, I can cut you off. I don't gotta say nothing. This was what, 40 something years ago, 30 something years ago. It's time. Let me reintroduce myself. This is who I am. Don't involve my name. Keep my name out your mother freaking mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm reading that Mary J. Again, it's my personal opinion. That's what I'm reading. That she's like, keep my mother freaking name out your mother freaking mouth. Don't involve me. What happened back then happened back then, and now I'm me today. So that's what I'm reading. That's what I'm reading.
You,
So
you know what?
yeah.
You you read a lot, because no, but when you put it with the back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm glancing at Latoya. Latoya, she be on point.
I
She's
see
like,
that.
do you think no up? Well, I don't
Which
know if
one?
you could
Oh, do
post
you? I
that.
see
I
it. I
was
see it.
gonna just, yeah.
I could post it. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You
do
just
you
can't
think
read it.
that, I'm not gonna say it,
Yeah.
that he's the one that got her?
Mm-hmm. Hooked on the
Mary J.
stuff.
Blige used to be on airplane mode.
Mm-hmm. Her and Casey and JoJo and all of them,
Right?
the whole Uptown crew, they was doing a whole lot of
But
stuff back
yeah,
then.
she could have been running around, and like she said, you met me when I lacked boundaries, meaning a lot of stuff. Like, yeah,
She
and
was down for it.
she's a new person, and like,
She became, older, wiser, went through, what she went through with Casey and Joe and Casey, not Casey and JoJo, but Casey. I ain't trying to put her with JoJo. That's a freak off. But anyway, just with Casey, and then she got married and went through what she went through with him. That was a terrible marriage, and the consequences of that I'm still mad at that till this day. But that's a whole nother show altogether. But yeah, man, I think she's trying to make it clear to us that she wasn't involved in anything as of recent, right? But the last time I saw her was at Diddy's birthday party, and
but
Jay was
yeah,
right there too, right? You
he
remember
had it
that?
going around. But guess who's her mentor? And she says it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
50 cents.
Ooh,
Power.
whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, all right. So Not being biased, but I am a big fan of 50. Okay.
Me too.
But if that is her mentor and 50 is the arch enemy of Diddy.
Duh. And he pays her well. Ask what he said. Taraji, ask Mary.
Ooh, ooh, 50. He knows what he's doing. Listen, 50 has been like very strategic for a very long time. From Ja Rule, Erder Inc. I'm not gonna say the M, right? Irv Gotti to Diddy. He's been on Diddy for like years. So to line himself up with Mary, put her on the show, pay her what, $500,000 an episode? He know what he doing.
And he got that. He got that. Surviving Diddy coming out.
I just saw the picture. I'm trying to upload it on here, but I can't do it right now. But I just saw that picture of the cover of that. Crazy. Follow 50, y'all. Follow 50 if you if you want to see what's going on. Tika, what are your thoughts on this, man? Mary, 50, mentor, crazy.
I don't want to say that Mary, even back in the day had a part in it. I want to say, just my opinion, she saw stuff but didn't say anything. You know what I mean? Like she saw a lot of things that was going on, but just didn't say anything. So that's what I think and I could be absolutely wrong. The truth will be revealed. But I just think that that's what she's saying. I saw some things, I just didn't say anything. But today I'm a different person. I'm not a part of any of that situation. So, Mary, my girl, she's gone through and endured enough, whether it was through relationships with these jacked up dudes or, her own habits that she had to break. I just want to see her win. And I just don't. And I'm enjoying, thank you to 50 Cent for, putting her out there and showing us who Mary really is. Even with Tyler Perry putting her in, just a portion of some of his movies. But 50 Cent literally brought out the Mary that we were supposed to be seeing 20 plus years ago.
Got you. Listen. Okay, so I'm gonna say it like this because again, I do follow a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Your boy be on this 1-2 on this journalist. I be doing my research, right? Okay. I want y'all to just go back a little bit when Power Book 2 Ghost was coming out. I believe, and again, don't quote me on this, but I believe it was around the same time that Mary was going through her divorce. And that judgment came where Mary had to pay her ex-husband a large amount of money. And then here comes Power Book 2 Ghosts, not too long after that. It seems to me, and again, this is what I see of 50, that's why I'm a fan of 50. It seems to me that 50 was helping her out with this move as far as her becoming Monet, so she can keep up with these large amount of payments that she had to pay to this ex-guy who freaking swindled her out of her money and everything else like that. 50 is the man helping Mary, so it only makes sense that that's her mentor. So, what you got? I mean, I see you all up in there. What you got? I see.
I'm trying to find everybody's quotes so that it's done correctly. So,
right.
But at the same time, yeah, y'all could keep going. I had something to say, but I'm losing track.
Okay, yeah, it's a lot going on. And I appreciate you staying on top of things, because things is coming out like as we're speaking right now. Quotes, people dropping stuff is coming out as we speak. So I just wanted to be on today, and I appreciate y'all being here. Listen, fam, you just found us. You just looking at this. Hit that like button for us, and absolutely subscribe to all the channels, family. We appreciate you for rocking with us. Drop your thoughts below, fam. It's a lot going on, fam. I mean, this is huge because I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Puff, P. Diddy, he's one of the hugest hip hop icons, yo. You know what I mean? Like he's one of the hugest. So that's why this is like impacting a lot of people because just like you said, Tika, you was a fan, you know what I'm saying? Fan of the music, fan of all of this and that, you know what I'm saying? Like all of us, I think, at some point we're a fan of the music, the groups that came out on Bad Boy and who he worked with and Mary and Little Kim and that collaboration and Puff was behind a lot of that stuff, right? So that's why we're talking about it today, because it's impacting all of us. I don't care what you say. You may not like Diddy. Listen, you grew up on some Mace songs. You grew up on a lot of stuff that you love today that came out of Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? From Black Rob to all of that, Craig Mack, the Biggie. You was impacted some way, somehow from Bad Boy and the artist from Bad Boy. So that's why this is so huge. Okay, I see you, Amina. You look like you ready to say something.
Oh, I went back because 50 Cent is a wild boy. And
Yes.
did you see he put a quote up? He is
Listen.
like, this is on 50 Cent's Instagram. He says Sean Diddy Combs' neighbor claims Diddy brings minors. Oh, wait, what can I say? Hold on.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. To his house by busloads late night, March 26, 2024. And then
Right.
50 quotes. When my basketball go over there, I just let it be.
Oh my God. 50 is crazy. 50 is wild. Yeah. So that's what I was saying earlier about that neighbor that was snitching out the car. So yeah, he's just quoting that. Again, this is a quote, family, from 50 Cent on IG. These are not our words, all right? Yeah, family. So it's crazy, man. I just honestly, I knew this was coming, but I'm disappointed at the same time. I'm like, yeah, justice needs to be served, right? But to see, one of our brothers on the run and all of this and that, I mean, he made his bed, he got to lay in it. You know what I mean? Like he made his bed, he got to lay in it. So we all do, right? So nobody gonna feel sorry for you. Like if you made this decision, you're gonna have to pay for whatever decision. There's consequences, right? Right,
Yep.
Tika? What
That's
you
right.
think?
It's always consequences to any action. Again, my sympathy, empathy, and everything else goes to those young girls, even the sons who got wrapped up in this mess, but allegedly, but to those daughters, especially the twins, like they literally will. I mean, yeah, they may have some family friends of Kim Porter's. However, they won't have either parent. And what type of
Right.
life is it to visit your daddy behind bars? Like
Mm.
that's where my heart goes out to those girls. And it's oof, I mean, it's a great disappointment, even with knowing the things that he's done to women, especially again with the whole Cassie story. But like I said, prior to Cassie, there were others that came out that nobody really listened to. No, you know what I mean. So
Mm-hmm.
for that part, I can handle that part. The male abuse, I can handle that. As a fan, but to
Wow.
find out that there may be other situations involved, the moving
Uh-huh.
from busload to whatever allegedly, yeah, that's definitely disheartening. And I hate, how's he going to explain this to his daughters? I want
I
to
don't
know,
know.
how are you going to explain this to those girls?
I don't know. All I know is that, I mean, I don't know who this is, but I'm seeing this right here that P. Diddy says, don't listen to the news. Do you still like my music? I don't know if this is a made
He's
up
funny.
account,
Good as freaking well. That
trolling,
ain't Diddy.
He's
but I'm
definitely a
just saying,
troll.
definitely trolling. Crazy, bro.
Oh my
Listen, I am I am we're talking about this because like I said, I think we're all affected by this. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see another brother man go down like this. But if you did something, if you did a crime, all of us got to pay. If we
Yeah.
do crimes, all of us got to pay. Now, again, this is alleged. He hasn't been brought in to court yet. People say he's innocent until proven guilty, right? So we all say that, but they said that about R. Kelly. R. Kelly locked up right now, man. But I think R. Kelly, I don't know. What do y'all think? Because there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. There's a lot of thoughts to say that R. Kelly is part of this as well, as far as Diddy going down, because R. Kelly knows what he did, what Diddy possibly did, allegedly did. You know what I'm saying? What you think, Amin? What you thinking? Because I know you want a case. You want a case right now.
Um, no, okay. So what I've heard in the
Yeah.
industry is that a lot of people have okay. So it was pretty much like what was going on allegedly in Diddy's house, where they bring you to a party, they watch what you do, they film what you do, and then it is called blackmail. They
Mm-hmm.
photograph you doing compromising things, illegal things, and things that you probably would never even normally do. And then hold it against you. So they tell you to jump and you say how high, like anything. You'll walk back any comment if you did the wrong thing on the wrong night. So they said that the industry, they just watch each other walking around and doing stuff, and they all have dirt on each other. And in order to get dirt off of you, they start snitching on another person. So do I think it's R. Kelly specifically? No, I mean, it might be like, no, I'm not going to throw out names, allegedly, but they say allegedly somebody's next up.
Yeah, allegedly they say that yeah. Again, a artist, an icon that a lot of people like. You know what I'm saying? They like his music as well. They said he's up next too. Man, I'm thrown off by all of this, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like on one end, yo, what you do eventually is gonna have to come to the surface, and you're gonna have to pay. What's in the dark? I think my homie Latoya, she said it earlier. What's in the dark will come to light. I think Ashley said it as well.
Yep.
I just don't like how it's being done, and at the same time, like I mentioned yesterday, I think this is a ploy to capture the little fish. But we consider them big fish, but to capture the little fish, again, it's just my personal opinion. Capture Diddy so we can get to the bigger fish, the guys behind Diddy. Because I don't think he's doing this on his own, just my personal opinion. I don't think he's doing this on his own. Right. I think there's other people involved on the other side of town. You know what I mean by other side of town?
Yeah. Absolutely.
That may have been setting him, or maybe he didn't comply with something that they wanted him to do. Maybe he said he wanted to be out, and they said you can't be out. Like the mob, like you can't get out. You know what I'm saying? You get out. The only way you get out is in the coffin, right? Maybe he didn't want to do something they wanted him to do, and it's like, you know what? It's time. Allegedly, right? Allegedly, it's time. It's time. It's your time to be given up. You know what I mean? So I want to know who's on this Epstein list. What do y'all think? Who else is on the list? Obviously, I guess he was on this list, huh?
You heard what Cat Williams said, right?
Mm-hmm. What he said?
He was like, what did he say? Who was on that mess? And I was like, what? He was like, allegedly, Chris Tucker. I said,
wow. Like all the people that probably a lot of people that we like is on that list. Like we like, and when I say like, I mean not personally, but just we like their work. We like their movies. We like their music. Ugh, Tika, talk to me, man.
This Homeland Security situation, this Diddy situation, reads senators, politicians, pastors. This reads it's a lot of people involved. And we're waiting to see what this list is going to look like. And yeah, there may be somebody else, a top dog that is, higher than Diddy, who is literally in charge of this whole situation. But Diddy just at some point, in my mind, if he's involved, I'm going to keep saying if, he got greedy and made one wrong decision. And it's like I'll say this, just thinking about when I used to work at a prison, they would always tell you, don't take anything from an inmate. Don't take, even if it's a piece of paper, don't take anything. Don't give them anything. Don't give them food, just little things. Don't do it, because at that point you become compromised. So I feel like he did one thing and it kept going and going and going and going. And now he can't get out of the situation. So, I mean,
let me ask you a question.
He look pretty good in orange. I mean,
wow.
It is what it is.
Let me ask you a question, right? What if, and I'm not defending anybody, I'm just putting a scenario out there. I want to get your thoughts on it. It's for everybody in the audience as well. Thank you for coming through. Hit that like button. Definitely subscribe if this is your first time. What if, and this is probable, what if what he has done allegedly to these artists, what you said, Amina, as far as the blackmail, right? What if that was done to him in the beginning? Okay. And he sees, hey, this is part of the game. This is how it's supposed to be done. Like, listen, if you want to control people, just blackmail him. And he just continued on from there. And that's how he really gained most, if not all, the power that he has in the industry. Do you think that it happened to him first?
Of course. I think this is the way that I will. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's other documentaries on this. There's documentaries on the internet that shows it is called there I gotta put baby words in. It's
Yes.
called Loving Blackmail. You know,
Okay.
when you making love is okay, right? To say
Making love is okay.
make love. Yeah, making love blackmail, and not in the nice way that sounded.
Gotcha.
And that's what the industry allegedly is built on.
Mm,
I mean, think about it.
mm,
If I want to make somebody do everything that if I want to make the general public do whatever I say, they follow, unfortunately, celebrities. But
mhm,
would you want a celebrity that does what they want to do, or do you want a celebrity that you can control?
mm, mm.
Why would
Yeah.
I make you? Why would I put this big billion-dollar machine behind you and I can't control you?
Mm. Ooh, that's a good point. You got that, and you got the bomb for that, because and I don't want to say the name, but the name has come up a million times, and I believe I know who you're speaking of and what you're speaking of, and that's the
Oh,
reason why how Bad Boy was created. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I'm
it's
not
a
gonna
lot of
mention
yeah.
the name, because
Mm.
how did all of a sudden, again, y'all put two and two together? I'm not gonna say the names. Y'all put two and two together. How the heck did Puff get fired from Uptown, and all of a sudden he has millions of dollars to start a label? This whole blackmail thing with him probably started right there. Okay, Tika, what you think? What you think? I see you thinking. I see the brains. I see the smoke coming out of your ears. What you
It's
think?
a possibility. It's a possibility. We know of his upbringing. We know he didn't have millions of dollars to start his own label.
Right.
Again, I just see it all as unfortunate. And again, the truth is going to come to light. Huh,
Yeah.
you dug a deep one this time, Diddy. That's all I can say. One
Jeez.
way, regardless, I'll just say this, and I'll leave it alone. Where there
Mhm.
is a rumor, there is some truth. So something, all of this stuff can't be lies and speculations on Diddy. Something has to
Hold
be
on.
true in this whole situation.
So the parallel phrase is, where there's smoke, there's fire.
That part.
Yeah. Got you. Got
That
you.
part.
Wow. Crazy, y'all. Crazy, crazy. Amina, I see you. I see you. You want to jump in? Go ahead. Go ahead. I see you.
I'm
Go ahead.
laughing at Aubrey O'Day's comments because she was lighting up last night. So
Uh-huh.
I could read a couple of her comments, but I wanted to say right before that, darn, I had something about Mary J. Blige, but when it comes to me, it'll
Okay.
come to me.
Okay.
But she was going back and forth. So it was a couple of tweets. So this is the first one. And you know, that's the girl from Danny Kane, in case y'all did not remember.
Yes.
Aubrey O'Dane is the girl that was in Danny Kane and supposedly dealing with Diddy allegedly.
Hola. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Okay, she said, "What you sow, you shall reap. I pray this emboldens all of the US victims to finally speak on what we have endured." That
Mm,
was one. There's
mm,
another one. "There is no too soon on this one, just too late.
mm.
You know it's bad when you sprinting to Barbuda. I don't even know the local animal there."
Mm, 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 mm.
Respectfully, I've been telling y'all this for 2 decades, and did anyone listen? No.
Wow.
Old boy said it first. It gets dark and lonely. Some people stand on business, and some use the money they robbed from decades of their artists' pockets to flee the country.
Mm.
I know I'm not on a private jet having the pilot hitting U-turns left and right trying to find a landing spot.
Wow.
with non-treaty. I said what I said.
Mm. Wow. Yo. I'm just going to say she has been telling us, and she did tell the other members of Danity Kane, don't sign that contract because there is a clause in there, right, that you cannot speak anything about Bad Boy and their experience as Danity Kane. And that's why she's like, yo, I'm not signing nothing. But yeah, everything, that's a lot. What you just read is a lot. Like, I could analyze that whole thing and break it down, but I'm not going to do that. Tika,
Okay.
what's your
Listen,
thoughts on what she just read?
I mean, I don't doubt it. The way he treated Aubrey was, yeah, Aubrey kind of sometimes to me, because I watched the show, but sometimes Arby kind of acted as if she was more entitled to certain things, and maybe she was kicking it with Diddy, and we just didn't know that part. But
Mm,
also, the person I want to hear say something, we actually talked about this person. I think it was last week, Jay, Don Richard, who was
right.
in Diddy Dirty Money with him. I want to hear what she has to say,
Mm,
whether it's denouncing Diddy or Diddy didn't do it. You know what I mean? I just want to hear her take on it, because even after Danity Kane, she spent quite a few years working under Diddy, and she's still a working artist at this till this day.
true.
So I would love to hear what it is that she has to say about any of this.
I mean, you got what's his name, Don Richards. But
Yeah,
you
right.
wanted to say something too. Go ahead.
I did, but don't worry, I wrote it down so I won't forget.
Okay.
With Dawn, it's all over YouTube. So what happened was when she was trying to sign with Danity Kane, she
Yeah.
was signed to somebody else. And
Mm.
allegedly he paid her out of her deal. So she was indebted to her. So she was like, y'all think I want to work and do all of this stuff? She was like, I can't say anything. I have to work for him because he bought me out of my contract. So she's like, I'm indebted. I owe him. She's not going, and that's why she split with the girls, and then he made her do a whole. I bet you he worked her like a dog.
I'm sure.
And
I'm
then
sure. Yeah.
what Mary J. Blige, what I was going to say earlier,
Yes.
you think he actually really paid her what she was worth ever? He, if he's never done it with any other artist, you really think he actually really paid Mary?
I don't know, man.
I don't think so.
This is crazy. This is wild. Yeah.
One more person I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Y'all should ask Dylon, because he was very loud.
What? Dylan. Yo, I forgot all about Dylan. I want to, we got to look. No, we got to have to scour IG, scour Twitter. We got to have to scour and see the reactions, because we didn't even do that yet. I haven't even looked at all these other artists to get their reaction as to what's going on. Now, again, there's one artist. Thank you for doing that, because that leads me, and that's a segue to the artist that I do want to talk about. Pastor Mace. Look, Pastor Mace. Shout out to Pastor Mace. And if there's a surviving Diddy, he should be the number one person that 50 talks to put him on that show. So, if you know Mace, if you know
Ain't
Mace.
nobody got time for that.
She got her buttons too. Listen, Mace is rocking with the boy from Harlem, boy. The Harlem boys are together. If y'all don't know, you're talking about Cameron, Cam, and Mace. And they got this amazing podcast show. They are killing it right now. It is what it is. Shout out to them, okay? Cam hooked it up, and then Mace linked up with Cam, and it's all good. But let me just get right to it. And if you haven't seen it, go check them out, because I'm sure they broke up that video, that portion that Mace was talking about. And he was saying that he, again, quote, he is survived all of everything that happened to Biggie, to Craig Mack, to Black Rob, to everything that happened to all of these people that Diddy did things to. He survived that. And he walked away, and he may have lost some money from walking away from Bad Boy, but then he got with Cam and he got all the money back. So they was laughing because, again, yesterday was the anniversary of Life After Death with Biggie. And he's just like, man, Cam was like, yo, that boy good, that boy good. And they were just laughing with each other because Mace did survive it. And he's on the other side and he hasn't got involved with any of this craziness. And he saw it. He was blessed enough and had discernment to be like, yo, I see what's going on. I got to get out of this thing. So what are your thoughts on Mace and what he's saying and his reaction to it? Because he's like, yo, it's retribution day. It's like payback. He said it's the big payback. I'm gonna start with you, Tika. What are your reactions to Mace and what he was saying and his reaction to all of this?
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I totally get that he did make it out on the other side. But can you remember all of the scrutiny that Mace has gone through? People, throwing hate at him becoming a pastor, and playing around with the name and Mace this, and just trying to make it seem as if he was crazy, that he was the one that was really dirty, and that he was just manageable. He was hard to get along with. They literally messed up his name for a lot of years. And now I'm happy for him because, again, like you say, he survived on the other side. He doesn't Now people will know that it wasn't him. It was all the time, it was Diddy. So I'm happy that he got away. And now he's able to get that money back with him and Cameron on their own podcast.
And
Salute to you, Mace.
They get money, man. They get money. Talk to me, yo. Talk to me. Amina seen it. What is your reaction to Mace and his reaction to this? Because I thought it was just. But go ahead.
So before this mess started, I was trying to figure out what was 50 Cent's beef with P. Diddy. So a while ago, somebody was like, "This is all alleged, but you could Google it; it'll come up." Something about Mace wanted to sign with 50.
Ah, yes.
And yes. So and it's funny because 50 is doing Diddy, the Diddy documentary.
Yes.
So he was trying to buy him out, and Diddy did not want to free Mace. And it was a big situation and an ordeal that it got ugly, and they started dragging each other on the internet over it. So some people are saying it started from there. But a lot of people are also saying, isn't it funny that when people leave Diddy, they go to church? Because what is Kima screaming now from Total? Oh no, I need to, because that industry.
I remember that.
And then they're saying that Total couldn't really sing. I know, because I went to a vocal coach, and the vocal coach taught Total to sing. And he was like, they can't sing. And allegedly it was saying that Puff Daddy was putting groups together that didn't have as much talent so that he can control them and make them big stars, and they do whatever. He was like, you don't want somebody to have too much talent because then they think that they're over you.
Wow. Family, what do you think? Man, y'all been rocking with us for a minute now. Look. All of this stuff, it's just a lesson. It's just a life lesson for real. Like, it's a slap in the face to be like, listen, whatever you do is going to come back to you. It's just going to come back eventually. It may take 10 days, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. Whatever you do is going to come back to you. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I don't wish anything bad, but I did remember that whole ordeal with 50 trying to buy out Mace from the contract, and now, man, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, family. It's going to be crazy. Okay. Anything else we want to add? Because we've been on for a minute now. I appreciate all of y'all for being here with us, and I appreciate Tika and Amina. Anything y'all want to add? Because we need to close this out. Unless you want to keep going, it's up to y'all. You see if I got more to talk about. But let me know anything you want to add, anything I missed. Like, is there any updates that just happened that I don't know about?
Well, Hollywood Unlocked. I just said a source, but anyway, everybody will be able to see it on their page, Instagram page. They just posted a video of how they literally went through Diddy's home and literally ramshacked everything. And Diddy's attorney is maintaining his innocence. He's innocent. He's saying that Diddy is innocent. So y'all go to that page and check it out. They have a whole walkthrough of how like drawers were pulled out, chairs, tables, shoes, everything thrown all over the place. And that's what happened when the law come through your crib. They're not there to leave it neat. They're there to turn every corner that they can to
Right.
find what it is that they're looking for. And clearly they went into an area, someone told them what area to go into, but yeah, it's all there. So I'm just here for it all. Unfortunately, to see how it all plays out. I wish no ill on any human being. However, again, karma is a mud sucker, and if you do wrong to people, it's gonna come back to you at sometime in your life. So, that's all I got for that.
Wow. Okay. Taking to Sean. Amina's seen it. What are your thoughts, your final thoughts on this right here, man? It's crazy.
Well, right now they said Diddy is making a statement saying the government is trying to set him up.
Ooh, right now. Wow.
Right now. And they're saying a few hours ago that, so I guess they weren't arrested. The Justin and I got to get more into it.
Justin and King, they were
Justin and
detained.
King, yeah. You saw that already?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That they were just detained. They weren't arrested.
So that's what's just going on. But yeah, it's going to be ongoing.
Right. So listen, stay tuned, family. Stay tuned. I appreciate everybody for coming through today. Definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely subscribe to Amina Seen It. You know what I'm saying? She's on the rise. She's doing the thing. She's working hard. I did see that video earlier today. And yeah, we're going to talk about, you switching sides. You know what I'm saying? It was good, though. It was really good. It was really good, though. I like the video. And definitely make sure you subscribe to Tika Deshawn, All Things Ruthless, and also, what's the name of the other one?
Tika's Wind Down.
Tika's Wind Down. She got 2 channels popping off. You know what I'm saying? Before we leave out, though, I want to find out what's going to happen next on your channel. I'm going to start with our second time guest, Amina Seen It. What's the next videos or lives or anything that you're doing on the platform?
Right now, I'm just BMFing out. So anything BMF, the episodes and the series and stuff like that.
Right. Tell them about the video you just dropped.
Oh, I just dropped. Well, I wasn't a fan of Lucille because for some reason, every time I thought of Lucille, she just is nagging. So I went over like an in-depth part of Lucille herself. And then as I was going through it, I switched my stance on Lucille. So you have to see it.
Yeah. I could say I enjoyed it. Because you had some clips, boy. I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah, I made myself upset, and you could see the emotion. I actually left the raw footage of me switching sides and changing my thoughts.
She sure did. She's like, I was triggered myself. I was like, damn, okay. This is good stuff. Tika Deshawn, All Things Ruthless. What's coming up next on the channel?
Listen, on the All Things Ruthless channel, we have the Ruthless Roundtable, where it is your number one source for Ruthless exclusives. And then we'll definitely have that Ruthless recap. But you guys, I just started the series, The Dirty D. It's a series that's on Tubi. A lot of people have heard about it. A lot of people may not have heard about it, but I'm actually enjoying it. And I thought that I would go back and catch everybody up on what's going on at the Dirty D. So make sure you all check out my latest video. I did season 1, episode 1. Episode 2 will probably most likely come out tomorrow. So stay locked in to All Things Ruthless. Jay, thank you so much for having your girl over here talk this little gossip out. It was so fun. Nice to meet you, Amina. This has been everything.
Awesome.
Nice to meet you. You're amazing. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Family, you already know I appreciate you ladies coming on with your boy. Man, we got a lot more to talk about, but I think all of us should come back again as new things happen with Diddy. And we can talk about the updated stuff that's happening, all right? So what's going on again? Ruthless Roundtable tomorrow right here. I'm going to be hosting, all right? Me, Tika, all right? EJ. It's going to be crazy. Of course, BMF. Gonna be going in on that, and yeah, I'm looking forward to everything going down. I may do a theory video on the the Ghost, Powerbook Ghost final chapter. We'll see. But look out for all of that. Again, we thank you all for coming through, hanging out with us, fam, dropping those comments, hit that like button. I can always rely on the Vacay fan to come through. Salute to all of y'all. It's your man Vacay J, and until next time, salute.